You're listening to Bridges Radio Program. This is a show about the creative industries, artists of all mediums, and other professionals who make the art we all enjoy. Bridges is produced at Citadel House Studios in Lewisport, Newfoundland and Labrador, and is a collaborative project between Carolyn R. Parsons and Citadel House. This program can be found on iHeartRadio, TuneIn Radio, Spotify, and in podcast at SoundCloud, Apple Podcasts, and Google Podcasts, as well as many other podcast hosting programs.
Hello and welcome to Bridges. Hi, Carolyn. How are you?
Hey, hi. We're still giggling at our last attempt to do this. So, yeah, we're a little... It's okay, Bonnie. We have... We're not doing this live. Actually, if we were doing this live, it would be kind of funny anyways. So, but yeah, we just kind of totally messed up the first attempt to say hello to everybody out there. Hello, Bonnie, and hello, audience. We are here, and we'll get through the rest without messing it up, won't we?
Well, yes, we will. We will do our very darndest.
No guarantees.
So, my name is Bonnie. Hello. We have Carolyn.
Hi.
Here. And today we are talking about Fortunate Ones and some of the stuff that's happening in around Newfoundland in the arts.
Yep.
So,
we've got lots of stuff on the go. It's coming up on, it's November now. It's November. So, we're coming into the Christmas season. And I know it freaks everybody out because all of a sudden you feel that deadline looming, December 25th, which means, you better be ready before that. And
why is it a deadline? It's such a happy day.
It's the way I think. I think in deadlines.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we have all that coming forward. So yeah, it's we're getting like lots of stuff coming up for Christmas concerts and Christmas shows and Christmas albums, and it's kind of cool, really, to have all of these fun things. I mean, not everything is Christmas themed, but a lot of what I'm seeing coming up is set to set the mood for the upcoming season. So you're still in Toronto?
Exactly. I still am in Toronto. Yeah.
How's the weather working out for you up there so far? Any snow?
No snow, a lot of rain. I went out last evening for a walk, and I guess it had been raining all day. I've been working, so I hadn't really realized. And there was just like lakes in the roads, and I tried to cross the street. So there was a lot of water, and I'm not used to that. And I'm completely not used to being in possession of an umbrella because you can't have an umbrella at home. The wind will just rip it to shreds. So I think I need to invest in one because it won't get ruined here.
No, it can happen, but it's not as common. We pre-record, so this is not actually the 9th of November when we're recording this, but today in Lewisport, it is beautiful. It's absolutely gorgeous, sunny, but it has been raining for days. Yeah, it's been raining for several days, just constant, not heavy rain. Like Ontario rain is a totally different thing. It just falls in buckets for a short period of time. That's what it feels like anyway. It's like all of a sudden it rains, and then it's like 2 hours of pouring. You can't drive, you can't see a thing, floods everything, and then it stops. Here it's just been steady sort of every day for 3 or 4 days. And but today it's sunny, and there's still a few leaves on the trees, not too many, so it's not too bad at all. And it's nice.
That's lovely.
Nice day like this is good for the mood. So, and you know what else?
You really can't beat.
What else is good? I can tell you what else is good for the mood. Listening to the Fortunate Ones, and I am excited about the upcoming interview that I did. So anyway, what do we got going on at Citadel House?
Well, at Citadel House coming up soon, we have a whole whack of concerts. Mark Bragg is going to be at Citadel House on November 24th, and he just cleaned up at the Music and L Awards. He won 3 Music and L Awards, and I believe he was nominated for 5, which was really, really cool. Good for Mark.
And that's at Lewisport, right in the Citadel House itself. And
Yeah.
it is my intention to be at that show. I have finished my literary tour by then, and it is my goal to be there because I have not seen him perform. I've heard some of his music, but I haven't. So that's on my list. And what else we got?
That's your bucket list.
That's on my bucket list, my November bucket list.
We have Ian Foster and Nancy Hines coming on November 30th to Lewisport. They were here earlier the year, but they're coming back again because they're releasing a Christmas album. And if you've seen the two of them together, you know there's some special chemistry of music on stage. Like, they perform beautifully together. And I'm really excited to hear this Christmas album of theirs. That's going to be great.
And that's another show that I will definitely be at. I don't think
for sure.
I don't think since I've moved here, Ian comes here frequently, and I don't think I've missed one of his shows yet since I've been going to them. I might have, but if so, I would be heartbroken. I am a big super fan of Ian, and so when I first saw Ian perform, it was just Ian. Nancy has come in later and adds a really nice. I love the two of them together. There's a different, and this is a Christmas. This is one of the Christmas things, and I will be actually talking to Ian for a future show in advance of that. I'm booked to speak to him this coming Monday or Tuesday, and then that'll air before they come. It'll be before they come. So, yeah. So I'm excited about that. Yeah, it's nice to have a good chat to Ian. So, yep.
Yeah, he's a great storyteller too. So I'm sure that'll be a good conversation. And then on December 1st, we've got our open stage for the underage, as well as a songwriting session. And because we fluctuate the time that we run the songwriting session depending on whether it's a Friday or a Saturday because of school. So I believe I'm going to have to double check this, and you can watch Facebook to see whether or not it's correct. But I believe the songwriting would be held from 3 to 5 on December 1st. And open stage always remains the same time, 7:30 to whenever we finish, which is about 9:30.
Right.
So, and if you want to play, you got to be there about 7:15, around about 7:15, and to get your name on the list. That
and it
you
does
can be
fill
all
up.
sorted.
Yeah, there's
a
lot of kids.
And there's
yeah, and it is a Saturday.
You can
I just
bring
checked.
Okay, so that one should be 3 to 5 for the songwriting.
So the kids, no pizza this time.
No pizza. And for those who may not really know what the songwriting portion is, our open stage for the underage is exactly what it sounds like. The stage is open to those who are 19 and under 19. We make a couple exceptions for those who have been playing the open stage and have aged out in the last year or so. But that's what the open stage is. You can come and perform whatever you like. You could do musical theater, you could do spoken word, you can perform original music or covers, or you don't even have to play instruments. You could do a cappella or sing to a karaoke track, however you feel comfortable.
Yeah, it is a fantastic opportunity for young people who have to get in front of an audience to share their whatever their talent is, whether it's, like I said, spoken word or playing the clarinet or whatever it is, piano playing, it can be instrumental, it can be vocal, it doesn't matter. And it's a really good practice place in a really nurturing and encouraging environment, and a small environment to start being on stage. And it really does, you see the growth in the kids. I can take it from Martina. Okay, so when Martina first...
Oh, 100%, yeah.
When she came first, well, first of all, we came to 2 open stages to watch before she would perform. So she watched it first. And then she realized, okay, nobody's throwing eggs or, everybody's in a good... So then she decided she would perform. And then after performing, she has... I don't know if she's missed since, unless there's absolutely something that had to be done. And the difference between her comfort level and her performance level is, I wish we could, bottle that and just show people that growth, because we can see it. And it's not, I'm using Martina because it's easy. She's my kid, but every single kid. And then we
there's so many.
Yeah. So it's hard to
And
explain.
we do have new ones coming up every year or every month, which is, it makes me so happy to see it. To watch growth even from the first time, because they're nervous and they're a little bit shy, but like when they finish and then they take a breath and they get off the stage and everybody will cheer. And then the second time they come back, there's even a huge dramatic amount of growth in that one.
Absolutely.
So in that time, it's heartwarming.
It's wonderful. It's wonderful. So, I just always say, by the time they, they start at this when they're 12 or something, and by the time they age out, they've got, 5 years of performance experience. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if any of these kids are looking to, get some practice on a stage, perfect nurturing and welcoming environment. So I'd like to see it fill up. And I think, it'll get to the point over the winter. I find the winters, everybody settle down a little bit. And it's a nice
we have a lot in the winter.
So, and that was December 1st.
Well, with that one as well, the songwriting, I'll just speak to that for just a second, is that we've opened up something recently where we kind of do speed songwriting challenges, as well as a member of the music industry will speak on a topic for like 5-10 minutes, and just casually, we've spoken a little bit about like songwriting royalties, stage presence, your like how you handle the crowd, tips and tricks and stuff like that. But the songwriting, you'll get paired up with either one or two people, if you decided to come, and be given a prompt. That can be one word, that can be a little phrase, and an hour to write a song. And that doesn't have to be a full song. It can be, I think they ask that you write a pre-chorus, a chorus, and a verse, and kind of tie that together. But and it's amazing to see what comes out of that. So you have 1 hour songwriting challenge, and then you'll switch. Sometimes you'll switch your partner, and you'll definitely get a new prompt, and you'll do it again and see what comes out. And there's been some crazy chemistry and teamwork built from the challenge, which is really nice.
And some of the kids have performed bits of those songs afterwards. Like they wrote them that afternoon in an hour, and then they performed them that night. And usually they're funny. Usually they have a comic bend to them, but it's amazing what they come up with in an hour.
Yeah.
So that's another nice thing. And all these lessons are so important, even if they weren't going into the performing arts. Learning to work with someone and learning to collaborate and all of that is so important. So it's a really good pro, and it's completely free. And the open stage is by donation. So if you want to attend just to watch and check it out, like we did before anybody performed, just a donation, which goes to Gideon's Helping Hands, which is the Citadel House charity, and it helps charity. Yeah, it helps the Janeway. So, and you guys will be doing a auction and that sort of thing again this year, right? So, do we have a date?
Well, I can talk about that in a second.
Would you please? I think we should talk about that every time.
Okay. Well, Gideon's Helping Hands is our, like Carolyn said, our charity. We raise money in memory of my brother, Gideon Stairs, who passed away from cancer. But he spent a lot of time in the Janeway and over a couple Christmases. And there's always a huge need, and you don't really realize it at Christmas, of people that can't get home, who may live far away, or there's a lot of financial need. Besides just gifts, but there's bills that always build up. But
Absolutely.
So throughout the year we raise money at the open stage, and then at Christmas time we do a auction of people donate arts and crafts, maybe people who are regulars at our shows or friend of a friend, and also the artists will donate sometimes CDs. Daniel Champagne once donated, I think, a set of strings, or maybe it was Steve Poltz. But somebody who broke their strings during a really energetic show. So we raise money from the auction and present it when we go into St. John's about 2 weeks before Christmas, and it's given to the social worker on the J4 medicine floor. And I believe I have that right. Anyways, it's distributed to those who are the most in need at that time. And